Good morning, everyone. At this time, we are preparing to begin the KCAI Commencement ceremony. If I could ask our guests to please find your seats at this time if you have not already. We will soon begin our processional. Again, at this time, please find your seats if you have not already.
Up here, you can go back to position once we play, but let the factories.
situation. The signal.
Good morning and welcome to the Kansas City Art Institute commencement ceremony for the 2024 graduating class. We will now begin our commencement processional with KCAI Board Chair Sue Seidler-Nerman, followed by a commencement speaker Mark Bamuti Joseph, followed by our Board of Trustees. Next is our Executive Vice President of Administration and CFO, Brian Henke, Executive Vice President of Academic Affairs, Allison Puff, followed by faculty speaker, Dr. Milton Katz, who is leading academic department chairs. Following this group, joining us on stage is our commencement marshal, faculty member Sherry Sparks, who is leading our remaining faculty into the space at this time. At this time, we ask that you all please stand if you are able as we welcome our graduating class of 2024. Thank you, and please be seated. And thank you so much for your warm and lengthy welcome for our graduating class of 2024. Well, I'll be honest, we had a video to show you, and as you can see, we're experiencing some technical difficulties, but at this time, I will go ahead and introduce Board Chair Sue Seidler-Nerman.
Is it on? Okay. Oh, there you go. Good morning, everyone. I'm Sue Nerman. I'm the chair of the Board of Trustees, and I'd like to welcome you on behalf of the Board of Trustees, who are sitting here in the front row with me, to Commencement 2024. Today, it's all about you guys. But it's not just you. There's a lot of other people here, so let's talk about that. I want to welcome your families. Right? I see you in the top row, and we all know what tomorrow is. Welcome to the mothers, grandmothers, your fathers, grandfathers, brothers, sisters, cousins, friends. Thank you for all being here. All right, come on, I can hear you, come on. We are so incredibly proud of this class. This class is extremely unique. In 2024, you started school in 2020. Remember what 2020 was? The pandemic. We learned a whole new word, Zoom. Who knew what Zoom was? So our graduates started class online for the most part and stuck it out thanks to our fantastic faculty who shifted in the middle of an unprecedented situation in this country to teach our students online and get us to this day, so thank you. Our students were the first to live in Barbara Marshall Hall, this class. Excuse me, we have 156 graduates, and 122 of them participated in the BFA exhibition. How many of you saw the BFA exhibition? And we're at Art Pop. And how fantastic the work is from these young, our graduates. From the moment you submitted your high school portfolio to KCAI, we recognize your gifts. As talented young artists and designers, once you came to campus, your professors worked tirelessly to prepare you for a lifetime of creative endeavor. In return, we admire and appreciate how you've given your best in pursuit of your BFA degree. As you embark on the next phase of your life, whether to graduate school or to start a chosen career, we challenge you to concede your own expectations and never settle less than your best effort. A week ago, the great painter Frank Stella died. He said there are two problems in painting. The first is to find out what to paint, and what painting is, and the other is to find out how to make a painting. He created his first black paintings in 1959 at the age of 23, just about your age. I believe all artists are problem solvers. How to take an idea and express it, whether through painting, sculpture, fiber, collage, ceramics, photography, any of our majors. Our goal is to provide you with the tools to express yourself, and throughout your career, you will continue to learn and hone your skills. In addition to your diploma, you take with you the full support of the Kansas City Art Institute. and including the heartfelt good wishes of the college administration and staff, the Board of Trustees, and especially the faculty. Once you leave here, we don't want you to really leave us because we like you. So keep in touch with us, follow us, post on Instagram, post on the alumni websites. We want to know how you're doing and know that you are always welcome at the Kansas City Arts Institute. We are so proud of you, and we know that there are many who will follow in your footsteps, and we appreciate everything you've done for us. On behalf of everyone at KCAI, I salute your 4 years of creativity and accomplishment, and I wish you every success. It is now my pleasure to introduce our faculty speaker, Dr. Milton Katz, Senior Professor in Liberal Arts, who will soon celebrate 50 years of dedicated employment at KCAI. How 50 years, come on. Dr. Katz earned his PhD at St. Louis University and is the author of 3 books, more than 24 articles, book chapters, essays, reviews on peace and social justice issues in contemporary American history. Dr. Katz is a member of the Speakers Bureau of the Board of Trustees of the Midwest Center for Holocaust Education, and he has served as its Vice President for Education. An authority on art of the Holocaust, he has presented lectures in educational and religious institutions and Holocaust museums throughout the United States, Canada, and Europe. Dr. Katz is the recipient of numerous grants and awards from the National Endowment for the Humanities, the Missouri and Kansas Humanities Councils, and the Fulbright and Mellon Foundations. In 1998, he received the KCAI Special Projects Award, the Excellence in Teaching Award in 2001 and 2007, and the Distinguished Achievement Award. In 2008, he won the prestigious William Rockwell Nelson Award for Literacy Excellence by Missouri and Kansas authors for his book, Breaking Through, John B. McLendon, basketball legend and civil rights pioneer. I give you Dr. Milton Katz.
Okay, now can you hear me? All right, thank you, Sue, very much for the introduction. And what I love is a podium that has a top like this, so I can talk to the graduates, but you can't see me. So, it's like a nightmare. It's a ghost talking to you. But anyway, I see you, so even though you can't see me, know that you're in my mind and in my hearts and in my soul as I speak to you. Class of 2024, congratulations. Apparently, all of you have mastered one of the fundamental laws of life, which states that, quote, 90% of success in life is just showing up. 90% of success in life is just showing up. And you've done that, you're here. So now you have the rest of your life to figure out what to do with the remaining 10%. And that sounds pretty easy, doesn't it? 10%? But upon reflection gained from over a half century of teaching and learning from students like you, I've come to realize this last 10% is challenging at best, yet essential to living a meaningful life. One thing I am certain of is that the knowledge and skills and the boundless creativity you have acquired and perfected here over the last 4 years is a great foundation, but is not nearly enough. And the prevalent existential feeling of helplessness and despair that I am hearing from many of my students about their place in a chaotic, often violent, and bitterly divided country and world are not what true artists are about. A healthy amount of skepticism, especially what you hear and read on social media, is of course necessary and wise. But wallowing in cynicism is just giving up. My generation spent our college days in the 1960s infused with an idealistic belief that we could bring about positive change in our country. And in some important areas of social and political life, we did. And your generation can and must do it as well. Peace and justice are not beyond human possibilities and are worth striving for. Each of you has the courage, passion, integrity, and moral creativity to play a part. Know that you are infinitely powerful and take responsibility for that power. Even our smallest actions have the potential for great change, and what we do in this world means something. For the remaining 10% of success in life, I am a firm believer that insight and uncompromised integrity, knowledge of self, and deep wisdom come from empathy, humility, and intellectual curiosity. I absolutely love what Albert Einstein once wrote about curiosity. "I have no special talents," he wrote. "I am only passionately curious." Study in a general, the pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain as children all of our lives. And from my vantage point and the vantage point of parents and perhaps grandparents in the audience, that's pretty seductive. Ultimately, I believe that creating a sense of purpose in your art and life is what brings meaning to our lives. Please consider two of my favorite examples. Words that I've quite literally kept in my wallet since I first read them as a graduate student back in 1969 are from philosopher, Nobel Prize recipient, and peace activist Bertrand Russell, who at the age of 97 articulated what it is to live an authentic life. "I have lived within the pursuit of a vision, both personal and social," he wrote. Personal, for what is noble, for what is beautiful, for what is gentle, to allow moments of insight to give wisdom at more mundane times. Social, to see in imagination the society that is to be created when individuals grow freely and where hate and greed and envy die because there is nothing to nourish them. "These things I believe," he concluded, "and the world, for all of its horrors, has left me unshaken." And in response to a question as to the purpose of his art, one of America's greatest novelists and Nobel Prize for Literature recipient, Saul Bellow, answered accordingly. "I wanted to be the representative of beauty, the interpreter of the human heart, the hero of ingenuity, playfulness, personal freedom, and love." I know this is a lot to take in, especially today when you deserve to celebrate your accomplishments with your family and friends. But I'm a senior professor in the sunset of my career. So let me conclude with some brief words of wisdom from one of my favorite legendary folk singers, songwriter Pete Seeger, that my colleagues over there and in back of me will hopefully appreciate coming from me. "Keep your sense of humor," he said. "There is a 50-50 chance the world can be saved. 50-50 chance the world can be saved. Yes, you, each of you, might be the grain of sand that tips the scales the right way. Finally, I plead with each of you to be an informed and active citizen. Take heart in the blessings of democracy and vote. Vote in the election this November. Vote as if your future depends on it, for it truly does. Thanks for listening, and congratulations. Thank you all very much. You exercised my bar mitzvah speech, so I appreciate that. It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Dylan Ringer, painting and creative writing double major. Dylan.
They're practical. Hello. When I was little, I liked to sit at my grandma's kitchen table and draw. I was working with the good stuff too, Crayola 64 set, the one with the plastic sharpener on the back, which made it all the more heartbreaking when my otherwise perfect purple crayon snapped in half in my little ham fist. Around this time last spring, we asked our professor, Jim Woodfill, "Would you like a cake for your birthday?" To which he replied, "Not unless there's a file inside of it so I can break out of here." 4 years in art prison, where we debate for hours what drawing even is. You'll be looking at an abandoned traffic cone on the Nelson lawn and think, now that's a painting. You don't go to art school to become a better artist, to learn how to paint a form, throw a bowl, cast a mold. This would be an empty goal. In a time where art seems to walk a tightrope between commodity and luxury, and the secret third option of necessity, always necessity, the truth that many people forget is that art and design are ingrained in everything. But hey, what's one more critique to round off the last 4 years? One time, I said I wanted to fold up my degree into a little origami fortune teller, and then I could really use it to figure out what's next. Not everyone wants to play in that space with me, because I'm not talking about our plans for the night. But also, if anyone's going to Quick Trip after this, count me in. I've got some great coupons on the app right now. What does an art degree amount to? A house painter wears white to signify he paints houses, and a hammer is made of metal and wood, but so are fake teeth and birdhouses and mandolins. And the funny kinship between hammers and artists is that the true reality of their existence, dare I utter the word purpose, is dependent on how they are understood through what is around them, or even more simply, what they do. Chekhov said, "The task of the artist is not to solve a problem, but to state a problem correctly." We are makers of meaning. In an age of AI, of genocide and political incompetence, and a contagion of self-interest only second to the literal plague we have survived, the little moments of humanity are how we can continue to endure. When I bawled at my grandma's table over breaking that crayon, it was just the first example of how emotionally invested I am in being an artist. If not to spite a world that continually asks us, well, what are you going to do with your degree? But to show how much more than that we are. To our dearest professors, thank you doesn't even begin to express it. To teach, and to teach well, requires so much reciprocity of the self. And if they're right about me being a teacher too someday, I hope to pass on a love of learning to a new generation with even half the heart they've offered us. I've learned from them that maintaining an active studio practice actually goes far outside the self and the art we create. It's about being an engaged member of the world. Because contrary to popular belief, the art doesn't just plop out of the psychosphere of genius and muse fully formed. Talent takes work. I'm grateful for KCAI, not only for the opportunities it continues to provide, but also for what it has shown us we can achieve on our own. I'm not a fabulous public speaker, but I'm up here today because I care. I care about writing, about art. I care about my friends graduating here beside me today. And I care about each and every one of you sitting before me and sharing this moment of vulnerability. I mean it. And I could cry as I feel the weight of hundreds of purple crayons between us. But I fear they've already got the big hook queued up because I'm getting close to time, so I'll keep it together for this final thought. If you've ever been moved to tears for art's sake, I implore that you must also know it's clear how much you care. That's the most we can ask of ourselves, that we be invested in our work. We decide what using a degree looks like. There's a great sense of an open door before us with a sign that says, "Now go." It's unclear if what lies beyond it is a Looney Tunes trap or maybe, just maybe, the wide open real world. And we'll wake up tomorrow, released from art prison, but also leaving the most generous community we've ever had, the place of open dialogues and truths that hurt us better than anyone else ever will, because you found out how to look slowly, and two, how to be seen. Thank you.
Thank you, Dylan, and I would say that you are a fabulous public speaker. It is very hard to come after the speakers that came before. But I do want to say good morning to all of you, to the faculty, to our honored guests today, to all of our families and friends who are here, and of course our graduates. My name is Allison Puff, and I am the Executive Vice President of Academic Affairs at the Kansas City Art Institute. I am also honored to serve as interim co-president alongside my colleague Brian Henke. He's the Executive Vice President of Administration and Chief Financial Officer. As we gather here today amidst the echoes of tradition and the promise of new beginnings, I am filled with a profound sense of inspiration and gratitude. To our graduates, each of you is a testament to the transformative power of dedication, creativity, and perseverance. Over the past 4+ years, you have poured yourself into your craft, honing your skills, expanding your minds, and embracing the challenges that have shaped you into the artists and designers you are today. Your uncompromising commitment to your creative practice inspires me and everyone around you. Behind every great achievement lies a network of support. From your classmates and faculty to your friends and family, their unwavering support has been the fuel that has propelled you forward. Today, we celebrate not just your individual successes, but our collective achievement as a community. Please take a moment to acknowledge the individuals who have stood by your side, guiding you and believing in you every step of the way. Feel free to stand up, look at the people, graduates, feel free to stand up, clap for those people, look to the people who matter to you. Thank you. And let's not forget the enduring legacy of KCAI, a beacon of creativity and innovation for nearly 140 years. As you embark on the next chapter of your lives, know that you carry with you the knowledge and skills acquired within our studios and classrooms and the spirit of resilience, ingenuity, and creative excellence that defines our institution. You are not just graduates, you are a part of a proud lineage of KCAI alumni, and this legacy lives on through you. So today, as we celebrate your academic achievements, we also pay homage to the traditions that have brought us to this moment. One of the most cherished customs of the commencement ceremony is the academic regalia that the candidates and members of the Academy wear. This regalia is a tangible symbol of your dedication and perseverance, a reminder of the countless hours of hard work and sacrifice that have led you to this stage. You may have also noticed that some of us on stage are wearing something extra with our regalia. For 25 years, it has been a KCAI tradition for a senior fiber student to create a sash to be worn by the president at commencement. These sashes become a part of the college's history, and past sashes are worn by senior faculty. You should have seen those as they walked in, are then worn at all subsequent ceremonies. My colleague Brian Henke, stand up, Brian, show off your sash. We have complimentary sashes.
Where's Olivia? There she is. Hi, Olivia.
And they were created by graduating senior Olivia Mills. Olivia, because we're in art school, we have to tell you a little bit about the technique. Olivia wove them by hand using her signature combination of linen and silk dyed with indigo in a process called ikat. Olivia, please stand and be recognized. Thank you, Olivia. Allow me to also draw your attention to our exceptionally designed program, created by graduating senior Danya Cater. Danya, please stand up and be recognized. Well done, Danya, thank you. And now, as you are ready to step over the threshold of KCAI and go out into the world, remember that this is the beginning of an extraordinary journey. With the knowledge and skills and creativity cultivated within you, you are poised to profoundly impact the world around you. Embrace the challenges that lie ahead, seize the opportunities that await, and never forget the indelible mark that you will leave on the world as graduates of the Kansas City Art Institute. Congratulations, class of 2024. The world awaits you.
On behalf of the Kansas City Art Institute and its board, we are also conferring today an honorary degree of Doctor of Fine Arts upon Susan Seidler-Nerman. Sue first joined the KCAI board in 2009 when she stepped into the position held by her late mother-in-law, Dr. Margaret Nerman. Sue has worked tirelessly to advance the mission of the Institute every day since then. Sue co-chaired the college's successful Space to Create capital campaign between 2018 and 2021, which raised more than $25 million to transform the college's campus. Sue's foremost concern and passion has been the welfare and the success of KCAI's incredible students. The abundant generosity of Sue and the entire Nerman family has made KCAI a better institution. From the establishment of the Nerman Cafe over 20 years ago and its recent rededication as part of Wiley Dining, to 2016, when the Nerman family created a permanent endowment to support the president's position, Sue and the Nerman family have been the staunchest of supporters of the Kansas City Art Institute. During the last 3 years, Sue has served as chair of the Board of Trustees, during which time she has inspired and led a thoughtful and collaborative strategic planning process that places our students, our faculty, and a dynamic and powerful creative education that KCAI has been known for at the center of our transformative future. This plan, bearing the hallmarks of her strength, energy, and fierce commitment to KCAI, will bear fruit over the next many years. Professionally, over 25 years, Sue has held numerous leadership roles at her family company, Excel Brands, where she is currently vice chairman of the board. In addition to her volunteer work with KCAI, Sue has worked tirelessly as co-director of the Seidler Foundation, which critically provides college tuition scholarships to over 50 disadvantaged high school students each year. Sue also serves on the board of the American Public Square, is an ambassador for KC Scholars, is a Lead to Read volunteer. Among her other important civic roles, Sue has served in various positions as a board member and officer of the Jewish Federation of Kansas City. For more than 15 years, Sue Seidler Nerman has been committed to one principle: the success and welfare of the Kansas City Art Institute and its students. She has made critical and timely decisions for this college, leading the board of directors with that single principle as our guiding star. Please join me in congratulating Sue Seidler Nerman upon the award of honorary degree of Doctor of Fine Arts.
Thank you all. Well, my family's here, so thank you all very much. This is a pretty good one. In 2008, Jerry and Margaret Nerman were awarded this same honor, so I am very happy to join that exclusive club. But nothing and no one is bigger than the Kansas City Art Institute. Kansas City Art Institute is a community, and no one makes the Kansas City Art Institute work more than the staff. So I want to share this honor and award with Brian and Allison, Darcy, Joe, Ronnie, Jane, Gina, Chadwick, Chris, Randy. They all deserve this. This is how the school runs, and nothing I've accomplished would have been accomplished without their help. Thank you to all my family for making a long trip here from lots of different places, Wyoming and Arizona back there hiding. Thank you all very much.
Every year, students in each department select one graduating senior to receive the Mentorship Award, which honors their outstanding leadership. As your names are read, please come to the stage to receive your award and be recognized. We will start with animation. The Animation Mentorship Award goes to Skylar Williams. Doug Hudson gives the graduate the gift. Doug is the chair of the animation department. You just go back down to, yeah. The Ceramics Mentorship Award goes to Stephen Homer and Avery Jade Poole. Carrie Esser gives the graduates their gifts. The Art History Mentorship Award goes to Sasha Alicia Merrifield Weatherman. Jan Kennedy is giving the award. Sasha, can you stay here, please? So, the Fiber Mentorship Award also goes to Sasha. Pauline Verbeek, the chair of Fiber, gave that award. The Filmmaking Mentorship Award goes to Bella Cordero. Diana Heiss, the chair of Photo Film, gives that award. Diana, stay put. The Photography Mentorship Award goes to Jasmine Rodriguez. Diana, stay one last time, okay? The Sound Miner Mentorship Award goes to Sky Sherwood. The Graphic Design Mentorship Award goes to Lila Paulus. Tyler Galloway, the chair of Graphic Design, awards that. The Illustration Mentorship Award goes to Miriam Schieber. Maura Cluthy, the chair of Illustration, gives the graduate the gift. The Creative Writing Mentorship Award goes to Dylan Ringer. Phyllis Moore, the chair of Liberal Arts, gives the award. The Painting Mentorship Award goes to Joe Arcoletta. Jim Woodfill, the chair of Painting, gives the award. The Product Design Mentorship Award goes to two people, Elena Smith and Layla Fawn Dykes. Chris Chapin, the chair of product design, gives the gift. The Printmaking Mentorship Award goes to Babs O'Halloran. Miguel Rivera, the chair of printmaking, gives the gift. The Sculpture Mentorship Award goes to Bryn Montree. Jill Downen, the chair of sculpture, gives the gift. We are also pleased to recognize outstanding artwork featured in the 2024 BFA exhibition. These awards are named in honor of our late board chair, Steve Metzler, who cared deeply about students in their development. We continue to honor Steve as we recognize these graduating seniors for their outstanding work in the BFA exhibition. This year's award recipients were selected by the executive director of the Kemper Museum of Contemporary Art, Jennifer May, and 2014 painting graduate, Abraham Ruiz. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized and remain standing until all awards have been announced. Audience members, if you can stand it, please hold your applause until the end. The Best of Show award goes to Vaughn Sanchez. Stay standing. The Honor Award goes to Abby Osayam. Painting and Entrepreneurial Studies. The following students received honorable mentions. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Eamon Ruiz, graphic design. Imana, sorry. Avery Jade Poole, ceramics and social practice. Nora Snyder, animation. Melissa Wolf, sculpture. Congratulations to all the awards. You can be seated. We have 2 awards to recognize graduates with the highest grade point average, one for a double major and one for a studio major. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized. The graduate with the highest GPA for a double major is Sasha Alicia Merrifield Weatherman, with majors in both art history and fiber. The graduate with the highest GPA for a studio major is Nora Snyder in animation. Thank you. You can be seated. And we have one final recognition today before we confer the degrees. I would also like to recognize Bella Cordero as the senior student representative to the Student Leadership Council. Bella has been a remarkable leader. Bella, please stand and be recognized. Well done, everyone. Thank you.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the conferring of the degrees. But before we do, can we give it up one time for Allison Puff, everybody? Okay, at this time, I would like to ask the registrar to please prepare the candidates for graduation. We'll be starting off this morning with our candidates from the animation department, followed by our candidates from ceramics. As the students come up, they will have their names recognized one at a time. They'll be greeted by Allison Puff, Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, before receiving their diploma cover from their department chair and posing for a picture. Clayton Cyrus Wade. Madison Newton. Paige Harberts. Adam Gilbert. Austin Carruthers. Benji DeMay. Matthew Infante. Diego Marquina Mendez. Eugenia Teller Rios. Sean Sino. Logan Floor. Allison McCartney. Karen Blair. Desiree Samara Turner. John Morales. Elise Gutek. Kevin Wynn. Emma Hartney. Skylar Williams. Nora Snyder. Riley Flynn. Sam Circle. Colton Matthew French. Jacob Aaron Kroger. Jaron Witten. Jacqueline Richards. Claudia Patricia Sacramento. Ian Morgan. Isaac Higo. We will now recognize the graduates from the ceramics department. Sean Whalen. Ella DeWood. Elise Fippinger. Lula Edwards Smith. Jack Brooks. Nancy Susan Gordon. Katya Sheramet. Avery Jade Poole. Rory Collins. We will now recognize the graduates from the Fiber Department. Carson Savannah Chomash. Leah Clemens. Laura Brannon. Annalie Hanson Davis. Sasha Alicia Merrifield Weatherman. Olivia Mills. Maria Politis. Abby Stobno. Coleman Young Vacek. We will now recognize the graduates from filmmaking and photography. Noah Ivanov. Oz Stremmel Overshiner. Bella Cordero. Jasmine Rodriguez. Zach Gorsuch. Matthew Mishevsky. Autumn Lee Workman. Anthony Pratt. Vaughn Sanchez. Sage Hughes. Lily Marker. Anab Hyacinth. Sky Marie Sherwood. We will now recognize our graduates from the Graphic Design Department. Andrea Soto Munoz, double major in art history. Kevin Neal Moreland. Casey Collins. Astaria Langford. Danya Cater. Jimena Ruiz Paisano. V. No. Joseph Kim. Allegra Eccles. Lila Paulus. Blair Elizabeth Garrison. Megan Ann Morris. Nicole Grace Thomas. Next, we will recognize the graduates from the illustration department. Cooper Carter. Joe Namath. Robin Walters. Kira Correa. Mars Maria Thomas. Megan Kaysen. Piper Kuntz. Erica Holting. Meredith Lewis. Rachel Hendel. Miriam Schieber. Emma DeYoung. Hannah Grable. Bailey Marie Kentling. Jiyu Sun. Giselle Hernandez. Rain Luzinski. Safi Miles. Taylor Sims. Catherine Chapin. Gabrielle Weaver. Cassidy Weaver. Catherine Ryback. Chanarina Thatch. Isabel Thurman. Trinity Rose Burgo. Brianna Joy Burgo. Noemi Sarate Bello. Karina De La Rosa Sosa. Grace Richards. Rachel Wodia. Shane McCullough. Clarice Bartell. Ronan Brown. Drake Gochenauer. Brady West. Blake Wiedenmeyer. Keaton Hubbard. Jenny Lee. Candice Nassani. Zaria Okoye. Youngyu Kang. Weston Cale Evans, double major in creative writing. Next up, we'll have our graduate from the Art History Department. Kieran Ackerman. Next up, we'll have our graduates from the Painting Department. Caroline Carlisle. Lily Madden. Waverly Sophia Tibbetts. Jameson Dankovsky. Paige Renee Arnold. Alexander Hurst. Clarissa Alanis. Dylan Ringer. double major in creative writing. Joe Archuleta. Teddy Everts. Dorothea Henry, double major in art history. Maya Silketz. Hannah Marie Finnan, double major in art history. Emily Evans. Abby Oyesum. We will now recognize the graduates from the printmaking department. Babs O'Halloran. Kathy Wynn. Alyssa Hayes. Ellie Westoff. Elise Ariane Marie Malone. Emily Nadine Morgan. Emily Earp, double major in art history. Grace Boer. Bud Searcy. Trinity Pote. We will now recognize our graduates from the product design department. Elena Smith. Layla Fawn Dykes. We will now recognize the graduates from the sculpture department. Piper Dorsey. Danny Stein. Jason Mackay Vigers. Bryn Montree. Kira Soltis. And Melissa Wolf.
Will the candidates please rise? An important part of the graduation ritual is the movement of the tassel to the left side of the mortarboard. This is a sign for all to see that you are indeed college graduates. At this time, please move the tassel to the left side. Its new place of honor. There's just one more part. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the virtue of authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree with the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. Congratulations to the Kansas City Art Institute, class of 2024.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for attending our commencement ceremony today. Thank you all for attending our commencement ceremony today. We ask that the audience remain seated until the conclusion of the recessional. Our recessional begins with our platform guests and department chairs. Our department chairs will be followed by our commencement marshal, Sherry Sparks, who will lead the faculty out of the sanctuary. We will then continue our recessional with the graduating class of 2024.